Let's dive right into this explainer for Tech Edge Episode 3, The End of Blue Links. Today, we're unpacking a massive, absolutely fundamental transformation happening right before our eyes. We're going to figure out how to master this entirely new search interface. We're talking about moving way past just sifting through search results and instead deploying information agents that track industry movements 24/7 and exploring agentic coding that literally builds custom business dashboards for you on the fly. Let's get into it. Think about the sheer scale of the paradigm shift we're facing right now. This quote from a Google exec at the recent I/O 2026 conference, it isn't just marketing hype. It officially marks the end of an era where humans manually search for things and the dawn of an era where AI agents autonomously take action for us. The very foundation of how we interact with the web is being completely rewritten.
So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the end of blue links. Second, 24/7 information agents. Third, agentic coding and search. Fourth, the anti-gravity engine. And finally, the future of discovery. All right, Section 1, the end of blue links, going from reactive searching to proactive action.
You know the old way of doing things? Traditional search was inherently reactive. It was honestly a lot like pushing a heavy shopping cart full of random documents. You put in a query, you got a static list of 10 blue links, and then you had to do all the heavy lifting: browsing, reading, synthesizing. Well, agentic search flips that completely upside down. We're moving to a highly proactive future where an automated, 24/7 digital workforce grabs the exact answers and actions you need, instantly synthesizing data across multiple sources while you literally just sit back.
Which brings us nicely to Section 2, 24/7 information agents. Let's meet your new digital workforce.
So here is the absolute game changer. These information agents aren't just answering questions like your standard run-of-the-mill chatbot. They are persistent. You set them up in search, and they run continuously in the background. Think about that for a second. Even when your laptop is slammed shut and you are fast asleep, your customized agent is wide awake, scouring the web, ready to pull the trigger and take action on your behalf the exact second a specific condition is met. And this isn't science fiction anymore. These agents are doing highly tangible things right now. You can task an agent to track complex global stock market movements across entirely different sectors. You can have it quietly stalk a competitor's storefront around the clock to see if they drop a price or launch a new product. Or on a consumer level, it can ping you the millisecond a limited sneaker drops by constantly refreshing a page in the background. It takes these exhausting, multi-step, persistent tasks that used to eat up hours of human attention and just totally automates them. Now, if you really need to bring out the big guns for demanding workflows, Google introduced Gemini Spark. This is a premium tier agent that literally never clocks out. It actually runs on dedicated virtual machines right in Google Cloud. Coming in at price points around $100 to $200 a month for Ultra subscribers, Spark represents a massive, massive leap. It integrates incredibly deeply with your workspace, managing your inbox, planning subtasks, executing long-running goals completely on its own. It's essentially a high-powered digital chief of staff. Moving on to Section 3, agentic coding in search, building custom dashboards on the fly. The sheer magic of generative UI happens in 3 really seamless steps. Because look, we aren't just retrieving data anymore. We're actually generating software interfaces on demand. Step 1, you throw a complex query at it. Step 2, the system doesn't just go find a website. It actually writes dynamic code and builds interactive widgets right there in real time. And step 3, it renders a persistent custom dashboard that you can return to, tweak, and use to track your ongoing data. Search has officially morphed from a query engine into your personal, on-the-fly software developer. Section 4, the anti-gravity engine. Let's peek under the hood at the technology powering this shift. How is this even possible without massive lag, right? Well, this leap in capability relies entirely on 2 huge tech updates. First, the lightning-fast Gemini 3.5 flash model, delivering the frontier intelligence and sheer speed needed for real-time generation. And second, Google's upgraded Anti-Gravity 2.0. This is their agent-first development platform that orchestrates all these tasks, literally simulating user environments so seamlessly and quickly that generative UI renders before you even realize what's happening. And listen, this shift isn't just some fun consumer novelty. Check out this massive 40% quarter-over-quarter growth in enterprise agent adoption. We're talking about major global brands here. Companies like Bosch, CityWealth, Merck, Mars Incorporated. They are aggressively baking these agentic systems into their core workflows. They're deploying custom agents grounded in their own highly secure enterprise data to optimize supply chains, diagnose crazy complex machine failures, and drive incredible efficiency. The corporate world is absolutely buying into this. Finally, Section 5, the future of discovery. How do we adapt to AI search optimization? 85%. Let that number sink in. 85% of informational queries now feature AI overviews. That is up massively from just 15% back in 2024. What this means is, if your business relies on being discovered online, the old rules are officially out the window. Search engines aren't just indexing your content to send you a click anymore. They are eating your content to answer the user's question directly right on the results page. This creates a really pressing urgency for brands to entirely rethink their online presence. To survive this, you have to make a clear, actionable pivot. The old playbook of traditional SEO, stuffing exact keywords on a page and begging for backlinks, it's dead. We are now playing the game of AI search optimization, or ASO. You've got to focus on semantic clusters to ensure the AI grasps the deep context of your content. Your authority now comes from airtight information architecture. Instead of throwing up static pages, you have to anticipate rising queries and evolve dynamically. Your new goal isn't just a raw click. It's ensuring your brand is the authoritative source included right there inside the AI's generated context. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. As the whole digital landscape shifts permanently from human search to the great delegation, your competitors are already onboarding this tireless 24/7 digital workforce. The tech is here, it's totally accessible, and it literally never sleeps. So, what's your next move? How are you going to command this new agentic interface before you get left in the dust? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer. I highly encourage you to go start experimenting with these tools today, and we'll see you next time.